This is Dora's Divinity, Chapter 4, Episode 1. Last time, the players ended up fighting the undead at the underground, actually it's in the Shadowlands, inside of a complex underneath a statue. They thought that they had discovered Brillis's family. Turns out that it wasn't actually the statues, but an illusion. The illusion shattered and turned to dust in front of them, and then they were surrounded by shadow beings, also known as these hateful wraiths, and Elder Lich Galmar, which later appeared. The second in command, which is a frost wight, is now stationed inside of the dungeon where the players are being held, and they are being tortured. A whole week has passed since you've lived in this prison. I need each of you to roll a Constitution saving throw after having to endure the disgusting gruel, the rats, and the very intense torture routines that the people here have put you through.
At 20 for Rig.
If you had exhaustion, you lose a level of that exhaustion. You gain a level of exhaustion. Kamachi.
You know, I'm kind of enjoying all the peace and quiet, honestly.
Constitution saving throw.
Constitution saving throw.
12.
Thorolf is good. 12, you take a 1 level of exhaustion. So add it to any other levels that you have.
I got 2 level now.
Okay.
This place sucks.
There's no gold here. Brillis, you are good. You have endured. And then I need to roll for Prince Elmond.
What does it mean, speed health?
He's okay.
Speed health?
Speed halved?
Oh, fuck. That's not good, bro.
Oof.
You already have 2 levels?
Yeah. This place... Fuck.
So does Thorolf, just from last week.
Okay. Let's just quickly go over exhaustion. Let me grab it up here. Okay, so if you've got 1 level, it's disadvantage on ability checks. If you've got 2, it's speed halved. The 3rd level is when you get disadvantage on attack rolls and saving throws. So let's hope that doesn't happen. All right, you've been down here for a week. Some of you are feeling quite tired and a little bit down in the dumps about your current situation.
Is there any like rodents or like bugs crawling around down here?
Yeah, there's you've seen the occasional rat scurry into a hole between the stones, and there are bugs.
Can I try to like kill as many of those as possible? And then I don't want to try and eat them, but I want to try and use a spell that I have called Extract Essence that like pulls all the nutritional value out of something and makes it into like a bland powder that I can consume.
You could try to catch the rat, or you could try to hit it.
Yeah.
What would you prefer to do?
I just want to kill it.
What are you killing it with?
My knife.
Okay, roll to hit. Before the rat could scurry between the stones at the back of your chamber, you manage to very carefully position your knife right over the top of it, and you bring it down right over the nape of its neck.
So I know this thing likely is like riddled with diseases, so I'm just extracting all the nutrients out of it and consuming that.
Okay.
And I want to do this like, you know, at any opportunity I have to try and like boost my food intake that they're clearly not giving me enough of.
Do you have a level of exhaustion?
I have 1, yes.
Okay. And you were trying to get rid of this?
Yeah, or prevent gaining more at least.
Okay. I will let you prevent gaining more. You'll have advantage on your... If you roll success on a con save with advantage. Okay, so if there's another one, then you can do that.
Okay.
All right. Let's go ahead and take a look. Today we're going to start with Brillis. The wight
All right.
has come over to your cell in the morning. There's one of those hateful wraiths lingering nearby behind the barrel. You can see the wisps of like shadowy smoke kind of rising from over the top of it. The wight walks around to the corner. You! Would you like to see your family?
I mean, I would like to see my family. I'm not sure if I can trust you there, though. You kind of pulled the rug out from under me last time. Trust has got to be earned there, friend.
He presents you with an orb in his hand. He's still 5 feet away from the fence. And inside the orb, you can see sort of an image of what appears to be these statues, possibly. Gaze into the orb!
Okay, there. And I use my mage hand to, reach out towards it. You want to put it in my mage hand there, friend?
He brings it back closer to his chest. Return your mage hand! Behind the bars! Immediately!
All right, there. And I just kind of snap my finger and it disappears in a little puff of wispy smoke.
He brings it back out, and he says to come closer toward the bars if you want to gaze into the stone.
I suppose I do. He's walking a little slowly because he's not completely trusting him, but he does walk over because he does want to see.
A week has passed, and now we shall give you your final test. Tell me the location of the artifact.
Location of the artifact? I mean, you're holding an artifact right there, friend. I don't know.
You look over at the stone, and you see this strange lumbering being. It's got this huge hunch. It seems to be dragging this great axe behind it in the dirt. He brings the great axe up over his head, and he positions it as such to ready a swing toward one of the stone statues. Tell me the location of the artifact!
I'm telling you, I don't know. I don't even know if that's my real family there. The last time I thought it was some weird little skeleton people.
I assure you, this is your wife and your children. And if you do not tell me where the artifact is to Chaldea, then I shall destroy your wife piece by piece.
I mean, friend, I've already done that. You know? I'm trying to bring her back, and if you stop me from doing that, you're gonna make let's just say you don't want to wear the shoes I make you.
This is your last chance! Where is the artifact? The portal that leads to Chaldea!
And I'm telling you, I have no idea.
He snaps his other finger, and you see the sword swing over the top of this lumbering creature's head as it crashes down, and you see a tiny piece of stone chip off of one of the larger stone statues inside of the orb.
Inside the orb.
It's like you're looking at it's like a magical window into another place. It's not a portal, you just can see a different location.
Is this guy actually holding the orb?
He's holding the orb in his left hand, and he snapped his fingers with his right hand. And you see something else inside that place, and it has chipped off what appears to be the nose, your wife's nose.
By the way, when they do that, can I try into meditation to, and bring down my exhaust level?
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Level.
Yeah, we'll come around and we'll let you do some meditation, see if you can.
Okay.
What do you do, Brillis? You've just seen your wife's nose, the statue of your wife, get chipped.
So does Brillis recognize anything about this orb? Would he know? I just want to know how much he would know how to what
Sure.
and how it would be used.
Roll Arcana. It functions like a sending stone would, of sorts, except you can't communicate Well, he can communicate. It's like an advanced sending stone. So it along with voice, you've also got picture. It's FaceTime.
All
It's
right.
magic FaceTime.
Yeah.
I didn't want to say that, but that's
So-
what it is.
Yeah.
I don't know, why not?
So-
That's a perfect description.
It's immersion breaking.
Yeah. So you can't. You can use it to communicate with them, but you can't use it to do anything else.
You can't travel through it or anything like that. No, and it is not a casting implement. Not a focus.
Okay. It's just these two guys in here.
Now will you tell me the location of the artifact?
And Brillis like genuinely doesn't know. Like people don't tell him things.
He might know this though. I guess he should know this. He knows it's on the ship, right? In Stoneguard.
Oh, okay. No, okay, yeah.
Well, it is Brillis.
True.
Yeah.
That's true.
He may not know like the Chaldea aspect of it, you know. He may not have realized like explicitly that, but he might have. Honestly, he's not that stupid. He's just
he's not stupid,
he's socially stupid.
You're gonna have to be more specific there, friend. What kind of artifact you talking about?
You know what I talk about, and if you do not tell me the location, it will be another piece by piece, until your wife is but a pile of rubble. This is your last warning, Brillis. Tell me.
Right, I'm gonna have to do something I didn't want to have to do. He cracks his knuckles and prepares to cast a spell.
Okay.
We are going to cast confusion on both the on both 1 and 5.
1 and 5. Okay.
Yeah, so they both have to make a wisdom saving throw.
Also, Lich Galmar is not in here at the moment, just so you know.
Yeah.
Wisdom saving
Is that
throw.
giant in here?
The giant is in here, yeah. 19 for the wight, and
Alright.
a 4 for the hateful wraith.
I'm going to use a. Actually, hold on one second. Let me check something real quick. Oh no, I'm not going to do that. That's too. So the wight's okay, but the guy there is now confused.
Okay.
So he is now spawning delusions, and he has to roll a d10 to decide what he's going to do.
Okay. Just putting a status on it so I remember. Got it?
Have him roll a d10. Let's see what he does. I'm also going to see if Brillis triggered something chaotic. Nope.
Let's see. That was your turn, right? So then it would go to...
Oh, true.
Actually,
I
you're
guess
right.
it would.
It would go to Hateful Wraith next, so...
So you said the Wraith rolled a 19, though, right?
Yes.
So the Wraith is fine.
Oh, no, sorry. The wight rolled a 19. It was the Wraith that rolled
Okay,
the
well,
4.
Well, in that case, then I'm going to try it. I have to do perfectly to make this happen, but I'm going to try a bend luck bonus,
Okay.
which lets me.
I got your discount in.
subtract.
Thank you. The community
did it.
appreciates that.
It dropped him down just enough where it affects him.
The wight? Okay.
Yep.
All right. So, okay. Whew, so he's then confused.
I needed a 4 to make that happen. Yeah, so they're both
Oh
confused.
my god. Okay. Let's go.
Nice, dude.
So
Crazy.
the Wraith is going to roll the d10, you said?
Yeah. So they both roll a d10. He can move and act normally on this turn.
Okay.
Are we aware of what's going on? 'Cause
Yes.
I would like to contribute if I can.
You can hear commotion from on the other side of the bars.
Can we roll initiative then too?
You can go ahead and roll initiative if you're taking part. Same for you, Ruin.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Rig and
Initiative.
the Thor Elf is exhausted with no weapons and really can't help. He's still gonna jump in.
Okay, the Wraith is going to move into your cell past the bars because it's a wraith. And it has incorporeal movements. It's going to use life drain on you. A 10 is going to miss. Okay, that was lucky.
By the way, we don't have any weapon now, right?
You have no weapons
Yeah,
right
no
now.
weapons.
Oh shit! I couldn't have
Except
used
for
my knife
Raji's
earlier.
knife.
You used a
Didn't you
shiv.
hide it?
You had a
last time?
shiv.
Oh, that's right. I did have a shiv. You're right. I forgot
Yeah.
about the shiv.
Didn't somebody hide something last time and sneak it past them?
I hide my black metal card.
Oh
Yes.
yeah, okay, that's what it was.
They saw it's just a playing card.
This guy's going to go 60 feet to here and use life drain on you through the bars. A nat 1. Wow. And then it's going to go to Ruin.
Okay, so I noticed what happened now, right?
Yes.
I gotta just shoot this doobie race. Aid. Just shoot it.
Okay.
Haha, guess who still got a weapon? Me! Ah, fuck.
That hits.
That's it? Oh, nice. The AC is too low, stupid ass.
I put low AC monsters in just for you.
Nice. That's 23. That's
23.
23.
Okay.
Yes. And it's magical damage. Another one.
Got it.
Yeah. I guess not low enough.
That misses.
All right. So if that's the case, I'm gonna just kidding. It's just a prank. Come back to here.
Okay.
And then I use my bonus action to use patient defense.
Okay.
So I have dodge now.
It's number 4's turn. It sees that you've taken the attack and it's going to dash 70 feet to this corner.
Holy shit.
I need to roll a d10 for the confused wight. A 6.
A 6. Let me see. The creature doesn't move or take any actions on this turn.
Okay. Kamaji.
All right. So I have a couple of questions about things during this week that we've passed here. I would assume we've been, witnessing things. Is there any like resources like within eye shot of my cell that I've taken notice of in the last week?
Scraps of wood, maybe some iron used to hold these old barrels together that could act as like a rebar club, There's some like old chandelier that's been broken, fallen off the wall or these pillars. You notice some old bottles in some of the barrels, and I'd say maybe a large club, pieces of like a ladder or something.
Have you? I haven't noticed at all like where keys to our cell or our gear is being kept at all. It's not in this room.
It's not in this room, but you suspect that the wight probably hangs it up on the outside of this room because you've heard them jingle before.
Damn. Okay. And last question,
Yes.
because realizing I probably shouldn't be able to cast any spells unless they have a material component that I'd be able to get a hold of easily, which I think extract essence, the one spell I have used, its material component is a wooden bowl. So I think that maybe would be something I would be able to get,
Okay, sure.
or even just carve out of my own, out of like a scrap of wood or something.
You could find a wooden bowl. That's easy enough.
And then the other thing is could Kamaji use his knowledge of magic to craft an arcane focus out of something?
Roll Arcana
during
to see if you can
during
identify
the time.
items within the room that you could possibly use an arcane focus.
Let me just double check one thing. It might really help me with this. Okay, so detect magic does not require material components. So that would also help me greatly, because anything that's within 30 feet of my room, I could just like anything magical I could detect and like try and grab.
Okay, within 30 feet of you?
Yeah, and then the other thing is that Unseen Servant, another ritual spell I have, the material components for that one is a piece of string and a bit of wood. And that would allow me to have a invisible servant travel out up to 60 feet away from me and grab anything for me and bring it to me.
Okay. You suspect that the item, the sending stone that the guy's holding, it is not a focus, but it could perhaps be made into a focus. However, in order to do that, you would need to destroy some magical creature and use its essence and infuse it with that item.
I mean, don't I have, like, he summoned magical creatures into my cell. I killed 2 of them already.
Yeah, so if you can use extract their essence using the stone, then perhaps you could do that. It would require a difficult Arcana check, but it's possible.
Okay, but it's also, he's got the stone. He's all the way down there.
Yes, it also won't be a very good implement. Using it would probably be a disadvantage.
Okay, but he's honestly probably got his own arcane focus on him.
He does. You're certain of that.
Just take that. Dude. What about the hateful wraiths? Do they have arcane foci on them?
Let's see. They do not. They just use their life drain.
Okay. All right. Question time is over.
Okay.
I still don't know what the heck I'm gonna do. Oh, I know. I got an idea. I am going to target. Oh shit! I don't think I can.
You can't leave the cell, man.
I know it. I'm just trying to do a range thing. He's not close enough. It's gonna yell. Yell at number 8. Be like, "Hey you! Get over here, you little hateful shithead!" Try and taunt a wraith.
Okay. Roll a intimidation check.
I am not very intimidating.
The wraith seems to ignore you and continue toward the cell where most of the commotion is happening, which is Ruin and Brillis.
Oh no.
Rig.
Right. How are these cells secured?
By a very complex mechanical lock. There also appears to be a magical component that has been imbued into the metal itself over the top of the lock.
And then the bars themselves are made of metal?
Yes.
All right, so there's really no way to pick it or break these down.
Not that you could see. You can roll Arcana if you'd like to take a look at the magic that's on the lock.
I mean, that's not a bad idea, but Rig would not be the person who would do that.
Okay.
And then, is this door over here open?
Which door? That one is shut.
There's like, okay, is there any open doors in this room right now, like leading out into another area?
Nope. This is it.
All right. This is the only door in and out?
Yep.
All right. Rig is going to time step out of the bars.
Okay.
So basically, he disappears, and he will appear on his turn again. And there's no material component for that at all. And he will, on his turn, just appear somewhere over this way.
Okay.
He's currently not there.
Okay.
And he didn't make a lot of noise or draw attention to himself in any way doing this. He just...
Yeah. I would say that nobody knows you've left your cell because the attention is on Brillis and Ruin at the moment.
Yep.
Hateful Wraith is going to go. It's going to move here towards Ruin, use its life drain. A 19 to hit. You have no armor on.
He got a disadvantage because I got dodge.
A 15 to hit. Does that hit without your armor?
Wait, I don't have armor. I'm monk.
You don't have... Right, you're monk. Okay, so you're good.
Yeah.
You're good. Wow. Another miss.
Dodge.
Thorolf's turn.
Alright, I don't think there's a whole lot Thorolf can do. Yeah, he's way outside of the action. The only thing he could do, he's out of range for. So he's just gonna try to figure out this lock. I'm not very good at Arcana, but I might as well try. The right lock. It's huggy time.
That is enough. You realize that this is probably just to dispel magic to get rid of this component over the lock. And then after that, it would just be a mechanical lock that you're dealing with.
Come on, dude. You've got dispel magic. Do you have dispel magic? It's just detect magic.
Just detect.
I don't think that helps any of us.
Ironically, was thinking about taking knock when I leveled up as the one spell I get when I level up, which would have been perfect for this.
Dang.
I did not though.
Yeah, there's not a lot else he can do. He's way out of range of anything he could do with anybody.
Okay.
Oh, he's just gonna sit down and rest.
After his turn, the Frost Wight can take a legendary action. It's not on its actual turn in the round, so I believe that it can still do this despite the confusion.
Man.
It doesn't say round, does it? Or until the start of his next turn. It just says on his turn.
Oh yeah. Sorry, I thought you were looking at the.
Nope, you're good.
Yeah. So the wording of this is. It says an affected target can't take reactions and has to roll a d10 at the start of each of its turns to determine its behavior for that turn.
For that turn, okay. So it's going to take its legendary action then.
Yeah, that's not a reaction. That's just a whole separate thing.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's going to move here. It's going to take the risk. It's going to use Freezing Touch. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw. You are...
I'm going to use my luck to reroll that.
Okay.
I'm actually going to use Tides of Chaos because it's more fun. 21.
21 passes. You feel a freezing touch on your wrist. As the chill runs up your arm, you pull your arm away, and it ceases. That was its turn for its legendary action. It then goes to the Skeletal Hill Giant, which moves over. It dashes 80 feet to support the Wraiths with Ruin. Welcome in, Quirky. And then it goes to Barillis.
All right, so are these guys all undead?
Yes.
I think it still makes more sense to get out of there. I am going to Misty Step.
Okay.
I'm also going to use a feature here of being a sorcerer that I can do a distance spell, so that doubles the effect. So I get to Misty Step up to the door, and then I'm gonna try to open it.
Okay.
Oh, also because I cast a spell, I get to immediately roll on the Chaos table to regain my Tides of Chaos ability, which is the one I use to gain advantage on a roll.
Let's do it.
So, what random shenanigans are going to happen? You glow with a bright light in a 30-foot radius for the next minute. Any creature within 5 feet of me is blinded until the end of its next turn.
Okay. Very nice.
Anybody who gets close becomes blind. Oh, that's amazing.
And what was the last part?
But everyone who gets within 5 feet becomes blind.
Okay.
Any of you guys close the enemy immediately can't see.
That's very good for what you're about to do. Anything else?
Well, I'm gonna try to open the door now.
The door opens.
That was. Oh, perfect. All right, I still have all my movements. I'm gonna go through it.
The door leads into a room that's much smaller. There's a table and a chair, and over the top of it there is a hook where a rung of keys has been hung. It appears to be the keys for the cells. There's no one else inside the room. However, there is a door at the opposite end that appears to lead, up toward the top of the compound, ground level.
I grab the keys for sure.
They're very heavy in your hand. There's several of them for each of the cells. They appear to have a unique one.
Ah, okay. All right, so I pick them up.
You've only gone at like another. You've gone another 10 feet. If that helps.
Okay, so it took 10 feet to get in and grab them.
Yep.
All right. Let's see here. I don't have. If I was gonna go back out, I can only get about here. How heavy are the keys?
They're fairly heavy, like a couple pounds.
Okay, but not like okay.
Yeah. Heavy for keys, but not heavy, like too heavy to hold.
And there's no one coming from the other direction?
Nope.
All right. Does the door in front of me lock?
It does have a lock on it. You can roll a perception check to know which key would fit this keyhole. You throw in one of the keys, and it is the wrong one.
All right. Well, then I'm going to use my Tides of Chaos to re-roll this. I still get that.
Still get it.
Okay, so I just closed the door though, because I'm gonna come back out. So I'm gonna kind of do this thing where I close the door and try to make my footsteps sound like I'm running away, but then kind of crouch behind it so that I can run out my next turn and try to get people.
Okay, gotcha.
Would I roll some sort of like performance check to see if people fall for it?
Yeah. Not enough.
All right, I'm gonna use my luck, which is separate from Tides of Chaos, to get advantage on that.
That's
I got
enough.
17.
That is enough.
Okay.
So you tell me what you're doing again?
All right. So I close the door and then I like make fake footsteps as if I'm running up the stairs, but then I kind of hide to the side of the door so I can run back out. So it sounds like I've gone upstairs.
Okay, gotcha. So you're trying to basically bring enemies toward you?
Or I'm trying to make them think I'm running away.
Okay.
But I guess it really doesn't matter because I'm glowing really brightly, so when they come in, they'll be blinded anyways.
Yeah.
But it's just so that they assume I'm running far away rather than crouching right behind the door.
I see. Okay. That
Yeah,
works.
There's like a staircase. Yep.
Prince Elman's
You
turn.
figure that he's going to be followed no matter what, but this way, like he'll get like a split-second advantage.
Prince Elman pulls out the Gruzlock kibble stick. What do we do? I don't know what to do, Gruzlock. We gotta get out there and help them, but we're trapped behind this door. This damned lock won't open.
Smack it with me!
I don't know.
Smack the door with your rage!
What if it breaks the skull?
Oh shit. You stab it! Just stab the lock! Use the point.
The pointy
use
end?
the spear point. Yeah, pointy end.
Okay, I'll try. I'm gonna try. So, I need your help, though. I need you to summon your inner spirits, Gruzlock. Your inner strength.
I am the spear! Let's go! I'm unstoppable! Do I need to roll anything?
Nope. He rolls a 25, and that's actually enough. It smashes and diffuses the magic over the top of the lock, and he wedges it inside.
Nice.
And then he starts to push on it to see if he can like leverage the lock and break the components within inside of it. For that, he's going to roll a strength check. He fails this turn to break it, but he did get through the magic barrier.
I cheer him
Does
up.
he have a? Does he have exhaustion too? Or no?
He was frightened. He does not have exhaustion. Frightened's gone now.
No time
Okay.
to fear. Bring all your rage.
All right. Beginning of the round. Hateful Wraith's turn. It is confused. What do I roll for confusion? Is it wisdom?
D10. Oh, let me check that real quick.
I think I was supposed to roll it last turn.
At the end of each of its turns, it can make a wisdom saving throw. Alright, so that passes.
Okay. So then it's no longer confused. And it's going to take its turn to move toward you because it thinks you're fleeing. And it gets to here. But
It's blinded.
Okay, it's blinded. It then goes to the next Wraith. It's also blinded. They had to dash, so they can't attack. After their turn, the the wight is going to take a legendary action. It is going to command one of the wraiths to attack. The wraiths are going to attack with disadvantage. An 8.
Does he know that I'm there?
I would assume so. He's commanding the wraiths to attack. So he's like saying, "Attack the one who's fleeing," and then they're reaching out to hit
Okay.
you.
They would have disadvantage. So they both fail.
So they fail. Then it's going to go to Ruin's turn.
So you say this lock is like magic lock?
Yep. But it appears you can shatter it if you hit it hard enough.
Okay, if that's the case, I gotta just throw my black metal card at it.
Okay.
I won't got disadvantage because of them, right?
You would because you're doing a ranged attack.
Oh, it would.
Yep.
If that's the case, I gonna... Man, I still gonna try it. Aw, throw it.
Okay. It's with disadvantage, but it misses regardless. The card doesn't even escape your hands. It just kind of like it's like, I don't know. It just flops to the
I
floor.
get too nervous. Okay, I gotta try again.
Okay.
Oh, know what? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
It was good. You saw a shimmer in the magic field, but it wasn't enough to break it. It's a 25. 25 to
So I
break
don't
it.
need. Oh, what? Wait, I only need to hit it. I don't need to roll damage.
Mm-mm.
You should just told me I can just don't use sharpshooter. You will be good. Wow.
I didn't know you used sharpshooter.
I gotta use patient defense to
Okay.
dodge again. And I'm gonna come to no, actually I'll just stay here.
Okay. Patient defense. It's the Wraith's turn. It's going to attack you with life drain. A 23 to hit, dealing 27 necrotic damage.
Disadvantage.
Oh, you're right. You're right. 19 is enough.
Still hit. Fuck him.
27 necrotic damage. Roll a Constitution saving throw.
Bro, I hate this. I hate you.
That passes. You're all good. It is the Frost Wight's turn. Actually, it takes a legendary action first. It'd be the last one before its turn. It is going to command the Wraiths to attack. They are blinded. Disadvantage. A 13 hits. Dealing 23 necrotic damage. Roll a Constitution saving throw. That fails.
Use my luck on this again.
That fails. Your
Yep.
maximum hit points are reduced by an amount equal to the damage. So 23, excuse me. And it lasts until the creature finishes a long rest. And you die if you go down to 0 by this effect. All right, now it's the Frostwight's turn. It is definitely moving towards Brillis.
I have to roll for confusion.
Confusion. I didn't roll wisdom either. Wisdom saving throw. Did the 16 pass?
That passes.
Okay, so it's no longer confused. It's now going
Can you bend
to...
luck?
Let's see. Can I see him is the question.
Just barely, yeah.
Oh, then I can. Okay, I'm gonna bend luck, and now he's still confused.
He's still confused. Okay, so now we roll the d10 for the turn. A 5.
That's dead.
Nope, I think Eric froze.
He did, and the picture he froze in was perfect.
My Discord has been like dropping a lot. Like I think this is like the third time I've disconnected for a second. Not sure what's going on.
You froze in the perfect
um,
spot. It was so funny.
What was
Yeah.
good?
You just had like this like really big grin on your face, and it was like you were just like holding
perfect.
it like an eerily long time, like completely still.
That's exactly what Brillis does. He does not move or take any actions on his turn.
Okay, that's his turn.
Yep, he's still confused. He breaks out of his confusion to do all these things on his legendary attacks, but everything else he's confused.
It is Kamaji's turn next.
Let's see. I gotta figure something out here.
I'm gonna go grab water. I'll be right back.
I can't. I don't know what I can do. I don't really have. I've got my shiv that I could throw with disadvantage, and then I would have no weapon after that.
You and Thorolf aren't really in a good spot to do much of anything right now.
Yeah, like I can't even really use my spells or anything. Like I'm kind of like too far away. Trying to think of doing. Is there anything I can do that's gonna be worth doing?
You could try to break the lock. Unlikely, but you might
Yeah.
be able to do it. You have a really good roll.
Yeah. I guess I'm gonna go about it differently though. I'm gonna look for a flaw in the magic, like a seam in the magic surrounding the lock, or some sort of like defect that could be exploited regarding the magical component specifically.
Sure.
I think that's a good idea.
Arcana
Arcana, please.
25.
You bring your hand up. Your hand's been bloodied from all the torture that you've received over the last week. As you place it on top of the lock through the bars, you notice the blood when it touches the barrier of the magic. It sort of shimmers and seems to get almost like it can be penetrated. As the blood sort of sits on the top of it, it actually seeps through the barrier onto the metal.
Okay.
What do you do?
I'm thinking I have an idea. This might be stretching it slightly. But first of all, I want to like maybe just like squeeze more blood out of my hand to let as much blood seep through the magic as possible.
Sure. The blood's kind of running over the top of this barrier, and you could almost put your hand through it now in places. Like you feel your hand like squishing past the magic.
Okay, so this might be a little bit of a stretch, and if you don't want to let me do this, this is fine. Prestidigitation does not require material components either, and one of the things it lets you do is chill, warm, or flavor up to a cubic block of non-living material for 1 hour. So I want to basically like freeze my small amount of blood to expand it inside of the lock.
I'm going to freeze your blood inside the lock or around the magic barrier.
No, like as you're saying, my blood is seeping through the magic barrier
Yep.
into the mechanical portions of the actual lock.
Okay, sure. You freeze the blood inside the lock.
And like I'm hoping that the expansion of the liquid when it freezes will break the mechanical portions of the lock.
As you're squeezing your hand and opening the wound that's on your palm and the blood's dripping down into the lock, roll a Constitution saving throw for the blood loss. The wound is gaping now. You take a level of exhaustion.
Oof.
But the lock...
Wait, don't I get advantage on this or something from the rat thing?
Mm-hmm.
Right? It's
You do.
advantage, right?
It's advantage.
Okay. Fuck.
That was better you did.
Oh my god. All right. Fair enough. All right. 2 levels of exhaustion. Here we go.
The blood is inside
Nothing
the lock
like a good
now.
old prison escape with your speed halved.
What do you do? Anything else?
What? Wait, what happened to the lock?
You froze the blood. It expands, and the mechanical portion of the lock now is broken, and the door seems to be. You can push it ajar.
All right. Well, I'm gonna fucking leave.
Okay, the door is open.
Let me out of here. All right. So what did that? I guess I used an action to do all that.
I would count that as an action. Yep.
Yeah, because I did prestidigitation. That's
Yep.
an action. All right. I moved 5 feet. I'm gonna use my bonus action. Let me take my armor off first before I get too carried away here. Or wait. I feel like I made like a deal with them, or like they let me. No, maybe not. Never mind. Let's take it off. Why is my AC not going down? What do I even have for armor on? What is going on?
Let's see. You got 15 for your AC. What happens if this is equipped? Yeah, studded leather increased it by 2.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I don't have. Oh, wait. Oh, I think it's just because I'm a rogue. Don't rogues have something?
I don't remember. I don't know.
I don't know either. Either way, I'm gonna use my bonus action to cast Blade Song,
Okay.
which gives me AC bonus of my intelligence mod. 3.
So 18 total.
Okay. And then. Oh, it is because I'm a rogue. It's like 10 plus 5. That's what it is. Yeah.
It looks right to me, but I don't know.
I just thought it was high for some reason, but it's not. So then my speed is halved. My speed is 40 with Blade Song active. I move 5 feet. So I got 20. I got 15 more. Oh Lord, he coming. That is my turn.
Rig.
All right, so Rig now reappears here. Looks around and sees that Brillis is glowing really brightly. Prince Elmond has broken the lock. Kamaji's broken the lock. He sees this guy is standing here. Are there any little pieces of twine or scraps of rope lying around here?
Yeah, definitely. You find it inside the barrel, just behind you.
Yeah, so I get one of those, and I'm going to cast instant snare right next to number 5.
Okay.
That's that one where there's that trap.
Okay.
Dude, I like the ingenuity of trying to find our material components for our spells so we can cast them.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's pretty fun.
It's cool, right?
I like that idea. Yeah, so let's see. He's within 10 feet of it, so he has to make a let's see, a dex saving throw.
19.
Whoa, that's okay. So let me check something really quick. I've already. Let's see. Yeah, I already did that on my turn, so I can't adjust the luck. So yeah, he passes that.
Okay.
He did not get snared, but if he moves out and then back towards it again, he could trigger it.
Okay. Anything else?
Let's see. Has anyone seen Rig show up yet?
I'd say Elman sees you.
And Elman's already free though, right?
Elman is not
Rig
free
was-
yet.
Oh, I thought he broke the lock.
He broke the barrier. He penetrated the barrier with a really high roll. But he hasn't broken through the lock yet.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. Yeah, Rig's gonna move up. He doesn't have a whole lot of movement speed. He's just gonna go this way and try to help him out on his turn if he can.
Okay.
Anybody holds a hand up like this. Shh. doesn't want Elman to alert people that he's doing this.
Okay, gotcha. Anything else?
And that's it for Rig.
Okay. It's the Wraith's turn next. Over by Ruin. The Wraith reaches out with its shadowy hand, grasps your arm. A 10. It's not enough. You dodge it.
Not me.
Thorolf's turn.
All right. Yeah, Thorolf doesn't have a whole lot with him. He's too far away to do much of anything. So he's just gonna. I guess he's just gonna punch the lock and see what happens. He's gonna do an unarmed strike.
Okay.
No, he's gonna like just bear hug it and try to break it with just the power of his hugs. Same thing, but just different flavor. Still an unarmed strike. I'm gonna hug you off the lock.
It's not enough.
I'm
But
gonna
it's-
hug you off.
Yep, he's gonna hug the lock till it breaks. He's exhausted. He's tired.
The skeletal giant's turn. It sees Kamaji coming out of its cell. Actually, I'm going to roll perception because you're kind of behind that pillar. It does not see Kamaji. Instead,
1 -1.
it goes here and it's going to open the door. Actually, how much? 40 feet. So this would be
How can he?
15
That
left.
door is not that big.
He can only go. Yeah, I don't even think he can get in. So he's going to wait right here for you. He's going to
Open it
spend.
for me because he's nice.
That's true. He can't open it, so he's gonna wait next to the door. And then it goes to Brillis.
Okay.
Hey.
Brillis is hurt, but still okay.
Huh.
I'm just gonna.
Did we skip
try
you?
Something real.
No, we didn't skip
Isn't
Ruin,
this-
did we?
Wait, what?
I didn't skip Ruin, did I? No. I think Ruin went.
I don't know.
Uh,
Yeah.
Dovahkiin.
I say hey just because this is
Skyrim.
Skyrim, yes. Music. But can you allow to
It doesn't get
put this
recorded.
on- Oh,
Yeah.
okay. You mean doesn't get recorded on the stream?
Yeah, doesn't get recorded. Uh-oh. I can't
Okay.
I can't move the map. Oh, there we go. Weird. Brillis' turn.
Alright, so
Try.
Brillis, he is going to
Try-
Misty Step again, just completely out of these two now totally blind people. But he's not going to get close. He is going to throw the keys to Prince Elmond.
Okay.
I don't want to get too close to me there, because, I sure am, I'm going to blind you for the next minute or so.
You say disengage?
Is that like oh, he Misty Stepped.
Oh, you said misstep. Okay.
Yeah, so do I... Oh, I also trigger another random event when that happens. Because it's going to give me Tides of Chaos again. Alright, let's see what crazy stuff happens now. Creatures have disadvantage on saving throws against the next spell I cast in the next minute that involves a saving throw.
Oh, that's
Oh.
really
You
good.
don't say.
Yep.
That's super
I just
good.
know, how do you do?
Yep, I just have to find the right thing. So I throw the keys. I'm
Okay.
going to make an athletics check or something, or can I just have him do it?
Just have him do it.
At 20.
Ooh.
You throw the keys.
Look at that.
Elmond grabs them and just randomly chooses a key, and he throws it in to the lock, and it works. The key that he catches.
Brillis like has like a that like calculating meme or whatever. He has like that kind of moment, and he's like keys are just like feet. And then like if the shoe fits, and then he just like throws it. He says, "Wear it," and he throws it, and the perfect key catches in Elman's hand, and he just puts it in.
It all makes so much sense now, you know. I mean, the bars are basically just like an eyelet, and the keys are an eyelet tab, and I'm just a cord wainer who's got a piece and, you know, it all lines up.
If it makes you feel better, we also don't
Yay!
know what Eric is saying.
Yay!
Oh no.
He's using shoemaker terminology. I don't know what he's talking about. I can't understand. I don't know what it is.
Like about a month ago or so, Jeff had the idea that I should start using shoe terms. So I just like pulled up a glossary of shoemaking terms, and that's just what I've been doing.
Okay.
I just pull it up every so often and just pick out some terms.
I'm joining
Yeah.
on the fun, although at a more limited pace.
Yep.
Kamaji's getting his feet wet with it.
Yep.
It is Prince Elman's turn, but before that happens, the wight is going to take a turn. He is going to move.
Well, actually, Brillis also has.
Oh.
Yeah, so he still has his movement, and he's just gonna move, just to be like a little.
Oh.
And the wight still has to do his. That's a legendary action.
Legendary action.
Oh yeah, so yeah, that's fine.
He is going to go here.
Is he walking?
He is walking.
He's blind.
Okay. He is going to attack you. Actually, he can't do this. Sorry. I thought I could move on legendary action, but I can't. So he's going to command one of these wraiths to attack Ruin instead. And that one, it misses. And now it goes to Prince Elman's turn. Prince Elman puts the key in and escapes the cell. He is going to take his place by Rig's side. Royal Guard at your side, Rig. Don't worry. We're going to get out of these dark times just like we have before.
I believe you. I think you should go let Thorolf and Ruin out.
Oh, yeah, I guess I do have the keys, huh? He goes another 30 feet. And then he's going to dash another 30 feet to here. Okay, and then it's going to go to the Wraith's turn. Moves to Brillis on this side. It's blinded.
Does he know where Brillis is if he's blind? Just kind of like a bigger picture question.
Technically, yes. He just has to attack with disadvantage because
Yeah.
unless you're like hiding, which you would have advantage to do, he can technically like hear you and like perceive
Smell
you.
the shoe leather.
The way that the blinding and invisible terms are worded, like
Yeah.
they would just be overpowered if they couldn't attack you at all.
He went from a nat 20 to doing 0 damage.
Lucky. This guy has
Still
advantage. So this is a flat roll. 24 to hit.
Alright, that hit.
Whew, very, very bad roll. 16 necrotic damage. Roll a Constitution saving throw. That passes. Ruin, your turn.
I'm not feeling so good now, you know?
Okay. Man, I got nothing. You know what? Screw all this. I ain't gonna punch through my weight. I don't have melee weapon now.
Yeah, just use your fist. You're a freaking monk.
Yeah, but that mean I don't have the agile parry. Man, this suck.
I mean, none of us have anything, dude.
You have probably the best kit.
You have the best kit right now.
I gonna punch that number 8 stupid ass
That hits.
punch.
This is the one that you hit before, so it was damaged previously.
Okay.
9
damage.
9 bludgeoning. It's magical. Full damage.
Yes. And punch it again hard.
That hits.
hit.
Yep.
Right. Hiya. this will be
7?
7 because of the sweetest layer. Yeah.
Okay, it's below half. You've punched
Below
several
half.
holes through the wraith. What do you do?
You know what? No more dodge. Flurry of blows. Ha!
Let's go. That's a good call, I think.
In the race. Ta-da!
That hits.
Nice.
Another one. Hurrah!
Nice.
Let's
nice.
go. Let's go, dude.
Let's go. So first one. Huh. And this will be 12.
12 damage.
This will
Got
be
it.
12. Yes.
Okay.
And this one will be roll critical.
Kill him.
Better
Kill
than-
him.
14. This is 14.
That's exactly what you needed. Let's go. You killed it. Let's go.
And, and that's my turn.
Nice.
That was a great turn. I'm glad you didn't do patient defense. It's the Wraith's turn. It can attack you now. A 15 to hit, that is not enough. After that after its turn, the wight is going to take a legendary action. It commands the Wraiths next to Brillis to attack. They have disadvantage for being blind still. Actually, it's a flat roll because they have flanking, so it is a critical.
I am going to use my bend luck to
Okay.
take away from that. Still going. I mean, so assuming I do that, would that still make it lower than a 20?
I don't think so because I rolled. You're taking away from the end result of the roll, the 26, not the 20 itself.
Yeah. So no matter what, he's gonna do enough damage. Okay, so I'll leave it there.
Okay.
Oh no.
43 necrotic
Oh,
damage.
no.
Okay.
Does that mean he's dead?
It didn't drain
You have
like
to
my
roll a-
life force down.
Yeah, you have to roll a con save.
Oh, that's what the con save is.
Fails.
Do I still do that if he died?
Yeah, because every time he hits, it's automatic failure.
23.
Automatic failure though, because you're out. You automatically fail saving throws. So your maximum hit points are reduced by 43. So you have 10 hit points right now. Maximum hit points. So you are still technically alive, but you are out. It then goes to the Frostwight's turn. Hold on, let me check that. Yeah, this is that because that was a legendary action that just happened. The command by the Frostwights.
He's no longer confused because that was a concentration spell. However, Brillis is still glowing brightly.
Okay. The
I mean,
white.
I think he still makes the saving throw even though he's down. He just can't take actions or reactions when he's incapacitated.
I thought he can't take saving throws when he's unconscious.
I mean, you take death saving throws. You do. You definitely do saving throws.
Conscious.
People still have to roll to hit you and stuff.
Okay, I must be wrong then.
It's just, if you look up the condition, it just says incapacitated. An incapacitated creature can't take actions or reactions. Those are the only.
I'm thinking of
conditions.
no. So unconscious. I'm thinking of strength and dexterity saving throws are automatically failed, not con.
Oh.
So I'm
not
sorry.
con, yeah.
Yeah, I missed
Strength
that.
and, yeah, strength and dex. Yeah.
So your 23 would pass, which
I
means
did lower my max HP then.
you don't lower your max HP.
I need to grab my food.
Good call. That was something I should have remembered. It is the Wight's turn. It's going to move 40 feet toward Rig.
Okay, if it's walking by Brillis, he is blinded.
He is walking by Brillis, so he's blinded. He is going to throw an ice javelin toward Rig with disadvantage. A 23 to hit. 22.
Yeah, that still hits.
Okay. 5 piercing, 22 cold.
27.
Not much of a fan of what you're doing here. Why don't you give me back my bow and arrow? We settle this.
he doesn't have anything else that he can do because he's out of reach. I will not settle, and you will tell me the location of the artifact. It's Kamaji's
Well,
turn.
it's like you're wrong on at least one of the two counts.
You will die before you ever leave this prison, you fools!
Yo, wrong. Mama's right.
So be it, but still not get your hands on that artifact.
Do not bring my mother into this! She has been dead for over a century!
And yet she's still fat. Your mama's so fat when she sits around her grave, she sits around her grave, if you know what I mean.
Do not insult my mother! You hear this lumbering voice. What did they say about me, son? This booming voice over here by Ruin's cage. It's the hill giant. The wight's mother.
It's a skeleton hill giant.
Yes. This is her baby boy.
Really big. Nothing wrong with the point. Just point out the fact that you are a large creature.
How dare you insult my son? You will all pay for this. Tell us the location of the artifact. We just discovered a family reunion down here.
Wait, what?
The Frostwhite's mother is the hill giant.
What the fuck? This dude?
Yeah.
That dude.
Wow. Right?
Kamaji.
Curious. Never mind. I'm gonna. I can't fucking move good. I'm kind of screwed where I'm at. I can't even get over to him without dashing. And even then, he's big and scary.
She's big and scary.
He is. Not aware of what's going on with Brillis, but Ruin's situation looks bad, but not that bad anymore. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna take a bonus action to hide and use prestidigitation to make a let's see, a shower of sparks appear like right behind this box.
Okay.
So first I'll do my bonus action to hide, which I will have to do with disadvantage because of my exhaustion. God damn it. 22 to hide.
You're hidden.
And then I'll do an action to try and get specifically Mama's attention. And I'll make like a loud shower of sparks like behind this box.
Okay. What was that? She looks over towards the boxes. Baba Joe.
Alright, that's my turn.
It's Rig's turn.
All right. So, check something real quick. Rig is going to go this way, avoiding getting close to Brillis, and then he's going to time step So he'll end up right in front of the door. So he again disappears.
Okay. Hateful Wraith's turn. No, sorry. Thorolf's turn.
Alright, I'm gonna hug this lock right off the door. You just watch me, I'm gonna do it.
It's
18
not,
to hit.
it's not enough.
You and me, Lock, we're gonna hug until one of us falls. It's huggy time.
All right. Bye, but Joe, I'm going to go look at these boxes. And she runs over here. She's going to dash to get to it. She sees that it's nothing. She turns her sights back toward a ruined cell. Although I'm going to let her roll perception to see if she sees you. It is not enough. You're clutching to that
You want me
shadow.
to make another roll? Or
Actually, yeah. Let's make another roll. Well, no, you know what?
Okay,
no, because it's part of the same round. So let's just keep it at what it was.
Okay.
I changed my mind. Barillis, before you go, Baba Joe is gonna go. Now that Rig has disappeared, I guess he's going to turn his sights on Prince Elmond.
What is Baba Joe?
The wight. He dashes to get to Elmond. I'm kind of
Just
just
happened.
I'm just kind of fucking around, but Prince Elmond's turn. He's going to disengage and go his movement speed. And then he's going to rage. Because
Run away and get mad.
yeah, he's charging toward Thorolf's cell with everything he's got. Can he do anything else? Grezlock, I'm gonna need your help here in a second.
Let's do it, boy!
Hateful Wraith's turn. It is now going to move toward Ruin's cell. It flies 60 feet, so it's going to dash, take this spot. The next Wraith is going to go back up the wight. Whoops. It would be... I need to zoom out to do this. 120 feet. It's going to move here. Like, basically, it moves so fast, it almost appears in front of Prince Elmond, blocking his path, but it had to dash. Ruin, your turn.
Okay, let me think.
You now have two. One of them has been wounded. Number 1 has been hit before. Number 4 has not.
And the door is not open yet.
It is not open.
Okay. Let me think. I'm trying to... I feel like I can have Okay, let's try this. So, first thing, I'm gonna use my bonus action to use disengage
Okay.
and come to here. Huh. And then I'm gonna shoot black metal card to number
Nope.
1.
Number 1. Okay.
Yes.
Let's go.
Oh, yeah.
That hits.
That hit. Yeah.
22
And
damage.
that's 23. That's 23.
23.
I got
Okay.
this. Yes, yes. And he's dying. He's dying. If that's the case, I'm gonna not use sharpshooter and just shoot it.
Okay.
Yeah.
That hits.
Damage. This is 16.
Wow, you're that's so crazy, dude. You needed 15. It's two turns where you've done that. Nice. Nicely done. The wraith just,
And
poof, it's gone.
you
And a puff of smoke.
banished from exist. And that's my turn.
It's this wraith's turn. It moves into position.
I kind of want to hit this one though, so he won't have his turn.
It reaches toward you with its shadowy appendage. It grasps your arm. A 21 to hit. 32 necrotic damage. You are down.
Not just enough to. I just got 32. No.
Wait, did East use his bonus action?
He uses bonus
Yes,
action to
I
disengage.
bonus action to disengage.
Oh, I missed that. My bad.
You know what? No, probably not. Yeah. Well, all right.
Okay,
So I'm dumb.
you're down.
Ah!
All right. It is now.
Doesn't he have to make the con save too?
He
Yeah, do I
does.
still need to.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
No.
Dead. And dead.
Your maximum hit points were 59, so they're reduced by 32.
Okay, so he's not dead.
He's not
I'm
dead.
not dead.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kamaji's turn.
Hmm.
Man, maybe I should attack.
This sucks. Question. Prince Elman still has the keys, right?
He does.
Is it possible that I could get him to try and throw them to me as using his reaction?
Sure. He tosses you the keys. Roll.
Okay, does he have to roll something?
He's going to roll
me?
dexterity. He's got to roll above a 10 to pass them to you. Actually, I'm going to say 15 because it is quite a distance. It's 50 feet.
And I'll move. I'll move too. I'm gonna be moving over to like the doorway, so it'll be
Still, I think
a
50
little
feet.
straight. Yeah, and
But-
it's still long. I'm just saying the pole's not in the way and stuff.
Actually, it would be strength for him, not dex. That's enough. The keys reach you. You got to roll dexterity to catch them.
Check, saving throw. Is there any specific skill?
A check. Because you know
Dex
it's
check,
coming.
Okay.
That's enough.
Advantage though.
Oh, they drop at your
I'm exhausted.
feet. Actually,
Well,
they're
that's
going
fine. I
to.
can just-
They drop at your feet on the other side of the bars, just out of reach.
Oh. Hmm.
They're like right there. They slide across the floor when it hits the ground.
Let's see. I can figure this out.
I can almost see this scene playing out in real time.
Man.
Can I try and reach it with like maybe my shiv and a piece of cloth or something tied to the end of it? Like just
Yeah.
quickly like tie like my shirt to, like
You-
into a knot around the bottom of the shiv and like try and throw it on top of it and pull it.
Yeah. You can roll a dexterity check to see if you can land it on top of the keys. They are 2 pounds, so you've got to kind of. I'm not sure how you're going to drag them across. They're very heavy, remember?
I have to get like a perfect throw to like thread the shiv
Yep.
through the hole basically.
Yep.
Get it locked in there. Can I use sleight of hand?
Yes, I'll let you do that.
Okay.
It's a
that
20.
helps.
It's a dirty 20 to pass. Let's see it.
I have to
Let's
roll
go.
disadvantage, though. Disadvantage. 'cause I'm
Disadvantage.
exhausted.
Yes. Right. It's enough.
Oh, there we
Let's
go.
go. You thread that needle and you're able to pull the keys to your feet. But I'm going to say that required
Yeah,
an action
my
to
whole
do all
turn.
that.
For sure. That's my whole turn. I agree that that should have taken. I still have like 10 feet of movement because I did use my bonus action to dash, so I am gonna get as far away from Mama as possible by doing that, and
Okay.
that is my turn.
Rig, your turn.
Alright, Rig rematerializes in the door, and he's going to just try to see if there's anything in this room or up this. Because you said there was like a staircase in there, right?
Yep. On the other side of the room, it's about 15 feet
Yeah,
to get to that door.
he's just searching. He appeared right outside the door. He just wants to see if there's anything in here, supplies or a way out that he can use to help the situation. So he's just going to like explore the room and as far as he can go with his movement.
There is a table, a chair, a key rack, and a closet where someone would hang their clothes. On the other side of the room, 15 feet across, there's another door that appears to lead into another adjacent room.
All right, I'm going to check the closet first.
You find robes inside the closet. One of the robes is... Give me a second. Let me see. Give me a second. You find the robe of eyes. It is in the inventory.
Take a look at this thing. I mean, I might as well take it and put it on.
Yeah, like stitched into it are a bunch of eyes. And no matter where you stand when you're looking at it, it always feels like the eyes are staring at you or watching.
I mean, that's just how it feels like being in a crowded room already. Everybody's always looking at me.
Okay, what do you do next?
Um,
You've gone 5 feet into the room, by the way, so there's 10 feet more to the door on the opposite side.
yeah. So I'm going to go and very cautiously peek through the door.
Okay, when you peek through the door, you see that there is a very large chest on the left side, and it's like quite large, like enough to fit weapons, armor, many other kinds of things. There is a mechanical lock, and at this point in time, you realize that the keys that you need to unlock it are back in the jail.
To unlock the thing for the chest?
Yep.
Okay. Alright, so I can get into the chest, which I'm assuming has all of our stuff. I'm also just going to look around the room real quick, just to try to make sure there's no hidden traps. I can see anything that's invisible with this robe on.
There is nothing invisible inside of this room, and there's also no one in here with you. There's a big chest, and there appears to be like a lot of like crappy weapons, like nothing magical. Everything is non-magical damage in here. But there are long swords, short swords. There's clubs. There's a longbow, but it's all non-magical.
So I use 15 feet of movement to get here, right?
Yes.
Okay, so that
Well,
means
20
it's going to take 15 feet to get back.
20
Wait,
feet.
20?
Yeah, it was 15 feet to the door, 20 feet to go into the room.
All right, and then it's 20 to get back out?
Yes.
Okay, so I haven't actually taken an action yet, right? Or does putting the robe on count as an action?
No, it's part of your movement.
Okay, so I'm gonna dash then. So I would get out here with 40, and then because Rig has 25 feet, he has an extra 10. He's gonna run down this way, and then he's just gonna shout,
Go through the door, whoever has the keys. Summoned. That way. Go.
Okay. Roll perception.
Kamaji actually has the keys. But yeah.
"Oh, Kamaji."
Oh, Roger.
Because the last time Rig saw it, it was owned, but
You might not know that. Yeah, that's probably accurate. You probably don't know that. I'm trying to save Ruin.
Yep, that makes sense.
You can roll perception if you
What
want.
makes you think that-
You think it's
I have advantage on that because of the robe.
okay. You feel your eyes directed. You're like looking towards Elman, but like the robe or the power of the robe is directing you towards Kamaji. You look and you see that he's just picked up the keys off the ground. You feel this
Do I hear him
strange.
say that?
Yes, but then I'm assuming he corrects himself once he sees that you have the keys.
When he looks over at me,
Look.
I'm just gonna like hold out the keys and give a panicked look towards the cell, and just like, try and get my. I'm gonna just be like Ruin, and like basically get the message across that I will come to him, but after I deal with this situation.
Okay. After Rig, you're all done? Okay. Bobby Joe's going to take he's going to command with his legendary action. This Wraith is going to attack Elmond. And it's going to be... Oh, wow.
You're getting some bad damage rolls.
It's good.
Which is
It's great. Yeah, it's really good. Only strength, shoot. Okay, so it's going to be 15. Okay, I've got that written down. And then it's going to go to the Thorolf. Your turn.
You know what? This is my time. I'm going to hug this lock right off this door. Let's do it, lock. It's huggy time.
Hey, that's enough! You break the lock with your amazing hugs.
Power of hugs.
Power of hugs.
I'm also, completely exhausted. I've only got half my speed. But I am gonna just kind of hobble out here. All right, John, skinless in person, Wraith, who wants a hug? Or else,
It's Mama's turn. She sees this and she goes, I'll take a hug. And she moves up and she uses her great club on you. She makes 2 attacks, 11 and 14 to hit. I believe the 14 hits. 16 bludgeoning damage.
You're not very good at giving hugs. Allow me to show you.
Brillis's turn.
Alright, death save.
Oof.
I'll leave that for now. I have one more luck point, but I'll save it.
Okay. He's a hugger. Prince Elmond is going to... Oof, what is Prince Elmond going to do? He lost his rage, so he's going to do rage again. Oh, no, he didn't. He got hit. I'm sorry. He's going to use his Gruzlock stick. 17 hits. 15 magical bludgeoning at the Wraith. He's going to attack again. That hits, and he does an additional 14 bludgeoning magical. And then he yells, Thorolf, get away from that creature! You gotta get to Brillis!
I'll do my best, but the little man's glowing.
The wight is gonna command the Wraith to do another attack on Elmond. Oh no.
Oof.
35 damage. Reduces his max hit points by 35. It's now at 18. That's very bad. It's very bad. Oof. Ruin. Death saving throw.
Okay. I don't know what that it is. It's not another 20. No. Almost. Almost.
Almost.
Pass.
Okay.
The Wraith's turn is going to move towards Kamaji. It can see you. Are you still hiding?
No.
Okay. 25 to hit. 25 necrotic damage con save.
Ah.
Okay, reduce your maximum hit points by 25. This guy is going to move 40 feet to here and then dash to be behind. Well, he's not going to have flanking, but he's an area. Kamaji.
Oh, that sucks. I'm gonna use my bonus action to disengage.
Okay.
And I'm assuming there's gonna be one key or multiple keys that are like bigger than the rest of the keys. Or like a natural break in the keys at all.
There's one. Roll a perception check. It's very easy to know this. You know that one of the keys is definitely to the chest in the other room. The rest of them are just like a difference in the locking mechanism for the doors. Those are the hard ones to tell.
So I'm just gonna like go from where the chest is, like where the one that's like obviously different. I'm gonna go and I'm gonna hold the like where the keys be held up. I'm gonna count to the 5th key to the right of that key, because every time they've walked in here, they've approached us coming from this angle, meaning in their heads, this is cell number 1.
Okay.
And so I'm guessing that that's how I'm using deductive reasoning to try and guess how they organize their keys based on how they've been treating us over the course of a week.
As you place
I'm going to try that.
Go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
As you place the key. Okay, as you place the key into the lock, it opens the door. Very nice.
All right. I used my bonus action to disengage, so I moved, what was that, 10 feet?
Yep.
So I can't quite move far enough in. But what I can do is I can move 10 more feet. That's my max movement. And I'm going to shut the door behind me and make it locked.
Okay.
So at least Bobby Joe can't get in behind me.
Okay. Cool.
Obviously the Wraith can.
Yep.
But at least that helps me a little bit. And then I still do have my action, which I don't really know what to do with because I can't quite reach through it.
Do you have a potion to take? That's a bonus action.
I mean, I have a potion, but I mean, my max hit points are down by the amount that I'm missing my health. I have that noted like in my notebook. You know what I guess I will do is I will use my action to take the dodge action.
Okay. That's a good plan.
I feel like that's a good move.
Rig.
Rig is going to position himself here.
Oh, wait.
Yeah?
Yep.
Oh, no, never mind. Never mind. Sorry.
Just keep
I
him.
am going to... Go ahead.
Brillis has one failure just on death saves.
Yeah. I'm going to Gale Bolt Bobby Joe at level 3.
Okay. Eric froze again. There he is.
Yeah, my Discord keeps dropping. I'm not sure what's going on. Everything else is fine, but
I don't know if
Alright.
it's gonna fuck up the Twitch thing, but maybe sometimes leaving and coming back can help.
It won't.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be okay.
All right, well, I'm gonna cast Able at 3rd level at Bobby Joe. 17 to hit.
So what you needed, that hits.
Okay, so that is. He is gonna take 16. Oh, that's.
Ooh.
Ugh.
What damage
Damn.
type?
This is magical bludgeoning. It's a wind
Okay.
spell. And he is knocked 10 feet away from where Rig is.
Okay. 16. Oof. Okay. Damn. Anything else?
That's it for Rig.
Okay. Let's see. Thorolf.
All right. Can you grapple someone who's bigger than you?
Only by one size.
It is
So
huge.
Mama is too big to grapple.
Yep.
Yes, unless you have there's ways around it, but you probably would know if you had them.
Oh yeah,
I
yeah.
think
So
that's a feat, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Yeah, there's-
Titan wrestler, something like that. I remember.
Yeah, there's feats. There's some class features as well.
all right. I am going to take an attack of opportunity. To come over here and try to grapple the wraith.
Okay. 17 to hit.
That hits.
17 bludgeoning damage.
Oof.
Okay, so I try to grapple the wraith.
Oof. Yeah.
As athletics.
Athletics. Okay. And then that's going to be dexterity.
Oh, that was bad.
You're grappling the
Still do
wraith.
it? All right, so I have this thing. When I have a creature grappled, I make another grapple check to try to pin them, and that's what I'm trying to do now.
Can he grapple it? Because it's like going through like walls and stuff.
It is.
Yeah.
Oh, you're right. It is immune to grapple. My bad. I missed that there.
Okay, then I'm not gonna do that. That's a good point. I guess instead, then I am going to. Well, let's see. Oh, he's so slow. Like dashing would only get me here with my current speed. There's not a lot he can do right now. So
You can provide
regain-
almond with advantage. You
Yeah,
can.
I'm gonna do that. So I
Okay.
will disengage though instead of
Okay,
take
so
attack of opportunity.
yeah, so let's delete that those rolls then.
Yeah, and I just gave myself back the HP. So yeah, I just go over here to do.
You can still hit it.
What Elden? Oh yeah, that's true. It's interesting. I can hit it but not grapple it. Some how some of the mechanics work. So I'm gonna smack this thing.
It is weird.
Oh really?
That hits. It's like you're cutting it up, but it's just very slow. Hey,
Maximum bludgeoning damage.
that's awesome. I brought it below half, so.
Yep.
Mama's
And
turn.
of course, his attack is a hug attack. He his arms out and squeezes, and tries to cut him. In pieces.
Mama misses, but she's got a second attack.
Yep,
That one hits.
that one hits.
17 bludgeoning.
That's the exact amount of damage that she would have done a minute ago. That's funny.
After that, the Bobby Joe is going to take a turn. Bobby Joe moves here, cuts his hand with his sword, and lets it bleed over the top of the lock. It destroys the magical barrier because of the amount of blood, or it dispels it rather. And then he is going to cast Ray of Frost on it. It freezes the blood and breaks the lock. The door swings open. That's his turn. Wait. I was taking a legendary action, not a regular turn, so that was my bad. I cannot do that. I got it carried away. He's commanding.
Oh boy.
He's commanding. That was my bad. He commands the Wraith to attack you, but the Wraith actually is not in range, so then it would be this one. 17. That hits. 24. That brings him down. And then
Ooh. Does he die if he misses his con save? Oh my god.
it passes. He does
passed.
not. Yeah, he's just knocked out. He would have
He would've
died.
died right
He
there.
would have died. Yes, he would have died.
He made his save by 1.
And he passes his death save. Top of the round to the Hateful Wraith. It turns to Thorolf. It has advantage. 14 necrotic damage. Roll con. That passes. Ruin, your turn.
Okay. Death save! No, it's life save! Ha!
Yes!
It's 10! Almost there!
The Wraith's turn. The Wraith moves in. Attacks Kamaji. 25 to hit.
No!
16 necrotic, roll con. That passes. Bobby Joe's turn. Now he moves here. And now he is going to use... You know what? I think I was on... Okay, good. I thought I maybe accidentally did that earlier. What do I do here? He cannot use freezing touch unless it's that. He's going to...
Man.
Ooh. He's going to try and hit the lock. It's not enough. He can make a second attack. He's going to make it with his long sword. That's enough. The lock breaks. The door swings open. Or no, sorry. He, no, that's right. Okay, so then it'll go to Kamaji.
I just realized I also don't have any potions.
You should have some in your bag.
No.
Oh, because they took
all-
everything.
all-
Duh. Sorry.
Yeah, they took everything.
Yeah, that's a problem. Hey, thank you for the bids. Let's go. It's your turn, Kamaji. Good luck. Thanks, dude. I appreciate it. It's
I
raining
can't even, do
bits.
anything to help Ruin, really, besides like stabilizing.
Let's go.
This was all for nothing.
No, it's
Should've
for
just-
love.
What is this thing?
Trap.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
range for the
All right,
trap. Anybody
that's
who
right.
comes within range. Yeah.
Shit. I'm gonna run right through these fools.
Okay.
I'm gonna disengage. Okay. Shit, that's so fucking far. I don't know if I could throw the keys all the way to Rig that far.
You can roll a strength check if you'd like, or athletics.
I'm gonna see how far this is.
90 feet.
Oh my god. Yeah, I don't think I'm doing that. I'm gonna use my action to dash, move. Man, if only I wasn't exhausted. I think that's all I can do.
Okay. Before Rig goes, the wight is going to command the Wraith to attack Thorolf. Nat 20.
Yep. Thorolf is down.
Key. Con save. Okay. Max hit points are reduced by 22. It then goes to Rig's turn.
That was
Wait, no, he
that failed.
He passed.
Oh, I'm sorry. He passed, so ignore
I
that.
rolled a-
Yeah.
Yep.
Rig.
All right, Rig. I'm still within range to hit Bobby Joe with my Gale bolt. So I'm going to do that at level 3 again.
Okay.
It's an 18 to hit.
That hits.
All right. Do I do any better this time? 14.
All right. Deals the full
Magical
14.
bludgeoning damage. And he's pushed back 10 feet.
That's pretty helpful. Okay.
That's Rig's turn.
Thorolf.
I guess I'm going to move right to the edge of this so that the commodity can throw it more easily.
Okay.
All right. Thorolf, death saving throw. Let's go. Nope.
Okay. All right. Mama leans down, touches your chest as necrotic energy envelops Thorolf. You are now 3 successes. You're stable, but you're unconscious. Then is going to move.
Interesting. Mama saved Thorolf. She must have liked that hug.
40 feet. And then this guy's going to command the Wraith, but the Wraith can't do anything, so it goes to Brillis next.
All right, I am going to use my luck now. Nope, still don't do it.
Okay, making me nervous.
Yep.
Oh my god. Elman's turn. Oof. Hateful Wraith is going to roll a wisdom check. It's going to move. Wouldn't even be enough. It's going to also do the same thing. It reaches down to stabilize Prince Elman's. But he's unconscious.
Man,
Going to
we are
move
so
60 feet.
fucked.
Ruin.
Yeesh.
You got to roll a medicine check next time to save Brillis.
Man.
Like, that's, yeah, Brillis is going to die. This is not good. I don't even think I can get my enemies over to stabilize you.
Okay, let me focus. I'm summon my inner net 20 now.
You need it, dude. Badly.
I can feel it. I can feel it. I'm telling you. For the power of great love.
You're stable, right? That's
So
good.
hard.
You're stable though. That's good.
That's not good. That's not good. I want to stand up.
The hateful wraith is gonna move here. It is going to life drain Kamaji. A 15 to hit. That misses. Bobby Joe's turn. He's going to
Man, this is
go.
so hard. Yeah.
He's going to go here. He's going to attack with multi-attack. He's going to use his longsword twice. 20, I believe, hits. Let's see. It's the D10. I was adding 46 twice to this. That's so weird.
I'm gonna use my reaction to cast shield, which also doesn't have any material components,
Okay.
which will
Misses then.
put me up to 23.
Your turn.
Ugh. I'm gonna try throwing the keys to Rig. My action.
Okay.
Athletics.
Athletics. Rig, roll.
I have disadvantage.
That is not enough. They have landed inside the trap on the other side of the barrel, right in the middle of it. Anything else?
Well, that could be. That might work in our favor, maybe.
Could be.
Probably not, though. Probably not. Yeah. I do have something else. I'm gonna cry.
It's Rig's turn. Actually,
Wait,
before.
I can,
Oh, go ahead.
I think I can actually do something. Just use an action. I'm gonna use my bonus action to disengage and move 20 feet. Can I would that have if I did this first, would that have made the throw shorter? To the point that a 9 would have succeeded?
Yes. But it's too late for that.
All right.
Anything else?
That's
All
my
right,
turn.
now it's Rick's turn.
I'm going to
That's it.
have Bobby Joe go first, but he can't with legendary actually because nobody's next to him. So it was good that you moved. It then goes to Rig.
Rig is going to run over here and make a medicine check.
Okay. That stabilizes Brillis.
Nice.
Now, Rig is blinded for a turn, but it was worth it.
Oh, right. He'd be blinded.
But I read it and it says just till the end of his next turn.
I think if he's trying to do a medicine check on him, it would be disadvantage.
Oh. All right. Well, I am going to use my luck on that, which basically gives me advantage, so I'm going to call that a flat roll.
Okay. That works. I think you have to roll for it, though. So it would be, don't you? You'd have to roll it with disadvantage, this check, and then you would roll your luck.
I guess we could do it that way.
That passes still, the
And
15.
I would.
15 was
Okay,
what you needed.
Well, then I'm not going to use my luck.
Yep, don't use your luck.
I'm gonna use my luck. Yep.
All right, he's stable.
Later.
Nice. Okay. Anything else from Rig?
Oh, that'll be it for Rig.
It is Thorolf's turn. He is
All right, Thorolf is
stabilized.
stable. But I mean, I don't roll anything, and he's unconscious, so nothing happens.
Okay. Mama's
Oh, do you
turn.
get hugs?
Mama dashes to here. Brillis is stable but unconscious. Prince Elman is stable but unconscious. The Wraith
If
goes
we don't have
next.
potion, we cannot bring them conscious.
Correct. 25 necrotic damage to Rig. Roll a con save. That
Now I'm gonna
fails.
use my luck.
That
That
fails.
still fails.
No.
So that was 25. So it brings him down to 75.
Ruin is unconscious but stable.
75?
Rig has a lot of HP. He's 100.
Wow. How?
That misses.
He's level 9.
Hmm.
Bobby Joe goes next. He is going to use his longsword. $18 total for the hits.
I'm again gonna use shield.
Okay. Kamaji, your turn. This is looking
What do I
dire.
know about this trap? What's up with this trap?
So if anyone gets within this range of it, Rig can make it trigger, and cause them to get caught. It's a smaller range of stumbling into it. Let me do that real quick. So basically, if they come within the small circle, it triggers it. If they come within the big circle, Rig can trigger it.
I feel like Kamaji would know this based on traveling with Rig all this time.
Yep.
Alright. Kamaji's gonna disengage as a bonus action. Go here and scoop up the keys as part of my movement action. Use my action to dash.
I see. Okay.
And go.
You're bringing your hand into the center of the trap, though, which would trigger it.
But I'm never setting foot on the ground, which isn't it like a ground snare?
So the wording of it, when a larger, smaller creature moves within 5 feet of the snare, trap triggers. So maybe because it's magic, if you're moving within 5 feet, it would jump up or something.
Okay, so it probably would get me. Okay.
Yep.
But
Can
you can still roll to avoid it. It's a dex saving throw.
Yeah.
I would say
Okay.
because you know Rig's traps, I'm going to let you roll advantage on it.
Okay.
You don't need it anyway.
That passes. Yeah, that passes no matter what.
I more wanted to use it against them, you know?
Yeah.
But it's fine. It would have probably only stopped them momentarily.
Yeah.
Yep.
Is it gone
That
now, or
is
is it still there?
It's still there
I s-
because he didn't trigger it, and
Okay.
it stays for a day, even if someone triggers it.
Okay.
Will redeploy
Oh.
after they're done.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
it stays. It's not
Never mind.
concentration. It's just there for like 24 hours.
Oh, nice. Okay,
Sweet.
cool.
Anything else?
No, that's all I can do.
Rig.
All right. Let's see. So Kamaji still has the keys. Is Kamaji looking like he's gonna try to dash into the
But if I stay here and take care of this wraith, are you gonna be good to go in? All of our stuff is there.
I mean, I'm obviously very slow.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, Rig is just naturally slow.
yeah. I mean, I'm down to 20 feet per.
So you're slightly slower than Rig, but he's at 25 feet.
And I can also dash as a bonus action and an action.
Yeah.
If I can
Yeah,
ever
so
get
you're-
away from these fucks.
So you're actually probably in a better position to run than Brig is. Just because of like. So Brig's like,
I'll draw him to me. You go get our stuff. Hey, Mama, you're big and ugly.
Roll intimidation for your insult.
And I'd rather not spend time with you.
She looks over at Bobby Joe. Do you think I'm ugly? That hideous man over there said I'm really ugly. And then she raises her club to begin to charge over at you.
all right, but I'm gonna just because I have nothing else, I'm gonna unarmed strike at the wraith. I'm not very good at this, so I won't do a lot of damage. But just to keep him occupied.
That hits.
18 to hit. 1 damage.
It is resistant to non-magical, but you always do a minimum of 1, so it is 1 damage.
Yeah, I do.
Full damage.
Let's go.
Full damage.
Anything else?
That's just it for Rick. His whole thing is he's trying to get everyone to go to him, so Kamaji has a chance of getting stuff.
Okay, Bobby Joe is going to use a legendary action to command the Wraith to attack you with its life drain. It does 19. That hits.
Yep. So that hits.
30
still
necrotic
up.
damage. Roll. Okay, that passes.
Nice.
It then goes to Thorolf.
Is that all you?
You're out.
Is that all you got?
Mama's turn.
Again, come on.
She comes here. She is going to attack you twice. 20 and a 26.
Both hit.
Oh.
13, which doesn't knock you out.
First
The
one.
20 damage does.
The 20 does. Breaks down.
Okay.
Oof.
All right. It is now.
The last thing he says before he falls is,
Kamaji, run.
The Wraith is another legendary action. It reaches out with its life drain, but it actually stabilizes you. They're preserving you for more torture to get the answers they seek. Brillis, Prince Omens, and then back to the Wraith's turn, which then goes here to attack Kamaji. An 18 to hit, that is just enough.
I'm
17
gonna use my
necrotic.
reaction to cast shield.
Okay, it misses. It then goes to ruin the other Wraith, which moves here. It can move through bars, so it does have advantage. A 10 and a 10. It misses. Oh my god.
Get fucked.
It is Bobby Joe's turn. It moves here in your way. Attacks
Wait,
you.
no-
The rig is down.
Bobby Joe's turn.
I mean, not Bobby Joe. What am I doing here? Did I say Bobby Joe? I
Yeah,
accidentally grabbed the wrong person.
You said Bobby Joe, but you
I
moved
know.
Mama.
I don't know why I did that. I'm losing it. Bobby Joe is going to go next. He needs to roll perception for the trap, I guess.
there is a roll for that. Let me find it real quick.
It's going to go 10 feet.
When he gets close to it, he can make it is investigation or perception.
I'm going to do perception. It fails.
He doesn't see it. He's gonna walk right into it. And now he has to make a dex saving throw.
15.
If it's a tie,
Goes to roller,
goes
so
to you or
Goes
goes
the
to me.
roller.
So you just passed.
Dang.
he gets to here. And he is going to use his longsword attack twice. They both miss. Kamaji, your turn. Crazy.
Leave me alone.
So crazy.
Oh man. So what's this door look like over here?
It's open right now.
What's beyond it? Like if I were to like go straight through here, how far back does this go before it hits a wall?
About 15 feet to the next door, but you can't see the door, you just see a wall or corner, I guess.
So I'm just gonna move my character just for this, or I guess 48, 15 feet. So basically like 65.
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna regret this. I'm gonna use fall. I'm realizing that half these spells don't have material components that matter because they're level 1 spells. I'm gonna use fall. So hear me out. This is like kind of cool. Because fall, the way fall works, it alters gravity just for me. I'm gonna pick a direction to fall, and I'm gonna pick this exact way. So I'm gonna fall 65 feet that way until I hit
Okay.
the other wall.
Okay.
Oh, that's cool.
But I'm also, because this is technically forced movement because it's under the force of gravity, it's not a voluntary movement. It doesn't proc opportunity attacks.
I see. Okay,
Nice.
that's fair. Let's go.
And then I'm also going to use Featherfall as a reaction to catch myself so I don't take
66.
66 damage.
Okay.
And so I'm going to fall. I'm going to be right here, essentially 65 feet away from them. Now, I still have my movement and my bonus action.
Okay.
Where is this chest?
The chest is through the next door, which is like right here.
So how far away?
I'd say you're. Can I move your character? Or here, let me measure with this. So, it would be right here, 10 feet away.
To the door, and then how far to the chest?
5 feet to the door, and then another 5 feet to be able to access the chest.
Oh, easy. Okay, I'm gonna open the chest.
Okay. I'm going to move you where it would be, just because we don't have another map for it at the moment.
Yeah, that's fine.
You're in the next room.
That's fine.
You
All right.
open the chest with the key, and you find all of your stuff, including any potions that you might need. You know, everything is there.
Okay. I am going to grab some potions, grab my knife, and grab my arcane focus just in case. I don't think I'll need it, but can't really do anything with the armor or anything else.
Right.
Other things specifically I'm going to grab is something that you forgot about that I'm about to use to maybe turn this around.
Okay.
I have these 4 poisons of paralysis. They just work.
I did not
you
remember it,
just
but
get-
I take your word for it. Vaguely remember it.
I've got 4 of them. I can put them on my weapon, and they just, if I hit with them, they just paralyze you.
Okay. Okay.
In like, I don't know if you never even specified how many rounds or anything. I think it was just meant to be 1 round.
Yeah. Probably
But
one
it was
round.
like a thing I got from like a monster yeah. Anyway, I am going to grab those things, and then I use 10 feet, so I'll go 10 more. My bonus action. What do I do with my bonus action?
Okay.
I guess I'm gonna. Can I shut these doors behind me at all and like kind of like bar them in any way?
Mm-hmm. I don't know
go through
about
the
barring
door,
them.
like-
You could like throw a table in front of it.
Oh no, I meant like key. Like, do the keys have anything that would go to them? They have a keyhole or a lock.
Yeah, you can lock these doors. You've done
'Cause
quite a
I
bit
have the
already, though.
keys.
You've grabbed a bunch of your stuff, so I would count
Yeah,
that as
I would, as my bonus action.
yeah. You have to use something else to do more. So like
I guess
grabbing.
instead of moving the 10 feet, I will just not bar the doors. I won't move the extra 10 feet. In fact, I'll move 10 feet farther into the room.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna use what? I'm gonna use the bonus action that I have that I'm not barring the doors to put one of these poisons on my dagger.
Okay, that's fair.
And that's my turn.
Rig, you're out. Thorolf's out. Mama's turn.
I also had to use a second level spell slot for the feather fall, so I only have one more second level spell slot left.
Okay. Mama dashes to get here. Brillis, Prince Omens, Wraith. It's gonna go 30. The Wraith has to dash. Yep. The Wraith dashes. Bobby Joe is going to move. Actually, he's going to use a legendary action. No, I used them already. He's going to go here. And then he's going to move in to dash, but he can't do anything else because he's already used his javelin. Your turn. Legendary actions have reset.
All right. I had an idea, but it's not gonna quite work. Let's see, how far away are these guys? A little bit too far.
Let's take a 4-minute break. We'll come back, give you a moment to think about it.
Okay, yeah, I have an idea, but I just don't think it's gonna quite work. It's I just can't do quite enough.
All right, we're taking a quick break so people can go to the restroom. If you guys haven't already, go ahead and follow the Majestic Turtle, super dope dude. I don't know what he's been streaming lately. If he's there, maybe he can let us know. Yeah. Turtle. Sorry you've been down most of this fight, East. I know it's been kind of...
At least I killed 2 raids.
You did. It was big.
And
They can't let you out of this prison so easily, you know? It's got to be really, really challenging.
yeah.
They want to know where the artifact is, which should provide
What
you some...
artifact?
Do you remember that contraption that you guys used to open a portal on the ship? That artifact is from Chaldea, which is the other planet that's enshrouded in darkness. It's where the elves are from. They want to know where that artifact is because the person who brought that here, you guys don't know this yet, but you could probably infer from it that they managed to escape the planet and bring some of the technology here. And so the people want to recover that technology so that it's not being used to infiltrate Chaldea. That person, remember that person who you don't actually never met them, but the pirate had found the artifact. Remember they found that person and stabbed somebody through the robe? Remember how you found that slit in the robe when you were at the Frog Folk village? And she had that robe, the elven robe.
Isn't that pirate captain?
Yeah, the pirate captain murdered the elf who brought the technology from Chaldea to your planet.
Oh, that's the suit.
And the suit, yeah. Yeah, but remember, you guys found a robe, which was the remnants of the elf. And there was a dagger hole inside the robe.
Oh. Okay.
I'll explain it to Jeff and them too. I think they might remember. This was a long time ago, too. Like weeks and weeks ago.
Bro, there is no way. My window is closed. How the hell the mosquitoes still coming in? There's no way.
I'll be right back.
Fuck mosquito.
Okay. It is Kamaji's turn.
Do we have any NPC can train us become fighter? I want to become fighter.
Mm-hmm. There's people you can find to do that. Like you want a multi-class or you want to
Yeah, I want a multi-class.
Okay.
I feel like level 8 monk is enough.
Oh, you can just
If
you don't have to find someone to do that. You just level up into fighter.
How? I thought I need to learn how to become a fighter.
If you want to retrain your levels, you have to find someone to do that. But it's basically like you've acquired skills along your adventure and you're going to put that experience into a fighter level.
Okay.
We could do the training aspect. I guess that's an idea. Usually I just do it for retraining.
Okay.
I was explaining to East earlier, just kind of filling in some holes for the plot. You guys, they want to stabilize you because they need the information about where the artifact is. The artifact was brought here by a Chaldean elf. You don't know anything about this individual other than you found their robes and you found a stab, like a mark in the robes that had indicated they were stabbed. Do you remember that? Turned out that the pirate captain had been the one that killed that person. Now, I think that she's gone, but you suspect that like maybe this person who brought this technology here is actually like a good person because they were trying to get away from Chaldea. I mean, you're kind of inferring this information, but that's why they want to know where it's at so that they can stop people from escaping the planet. Okay. It is your turn, Kamaji. Good luck to you.
All right, I've got like a really stupid idea. It's like I think the only thing I can really do though. So my bonus action, I'm gonna use one of my potions Okay, 13. Probably gonna need this to survive what I'm about to do. I'm gonna cast fall and like kind of weave around this mama and fall all the way down into this pillar here and stop here against the pillar.
You're going to use Featherfall still activated?
No.
Okay.
I take 76. I only have one spell slot. And
You definitely needed
actually, Featherfall does last a full minute.
that. Okay. That's what I thought, but I didn't look at it.
I forgot that. I didn't know that.
Okay, so you're good then.
That actually makes this way better. I didn't need to use the bonus action to heal, but I already did, so fuck it. Probably for the best anyway. And then I used an action to cast that spell, so I can't get anybody up, and I already used my bonus action, so all I can do is run. Who do I try to run to? I feel like
Your two
with
best
no
options
weapons,
are in front of you. Maybe Ruin, though.
Ruin is what I'm thinking, actually.
East wants to play, too, so.
Yeah,
It's been out for a long time.
I have to kind of outrun them, so oops, didn't mean to do that. Okay.
Okay.
That's
You
my
found
turn.
potion?
Yeah, I got potions.
Nice.
Mama, she
I don't know
can
if I'm gonna
go
make it, but
80 feet to here, or 75. The Wraith can move 120. So you're going to end up in the same kind of situation here.
I know.
Bobby Joe can go 80 feet. Here. All right, they all had to dash to do that. It's after. Yeah, Bobby, he wouldn't be able to do that. So he would have done, sorry, before he moves, he does one legendary action against you to command one of the wraiths to hit you. It misses. That was his turn. It goes to you. Actually, it's advantage. That's advantage. Still 11. Whew, God. God, I can't believe you're up. It's crazy.
I'm just double checking something real quickly. That takes a minute. Never mind. This is stupid. I'm gonna disengage. Oh, do I? I feel like they're just gonna hit me next turn. They're gonna be able to catch me. So maybe it's better to fight a little. I'm gonna hit the one that's the one that's half health. I'm gonna do a booming blade, chef strike. 23 to hit.
That hits.
17 slashing damage plus 6 thunder damage, all magical.
It is resistant to thunder, so it is only 3.
Poops. I am going to use my bonus action to disengage.
Okay.
And I am going to move 20 feet.
Okay.
And that is my turn.
She moves here. 2 great club attacks. Both of those are going to
Miss.
Incredible. Hateful Wraith goes next. to attack you with advantage. 28 necrotic damage. Roll con. That passes. Hateful Wraith goes next. It misses. Bobby Joe takes a legendary action with a Hateful Wraith number 2. It's got advantage. It misses. Bobby Joe's turn. It goes here to attack you with the longsword twice. Both advantage. Both hit.
Oof. And I'm down.
The 14 knocks you out. 25 will be an automatic death save failure, and then they stabilize you. Everyone has been knocked unconscious. You are all returned to your cells. If you can go ahead and place your characters back in the cell from which they came. You just click on 3 successes and you'll be good.
Yeah, I
Hey,
clicked
what?
on 3 fails by accident.
The combat is over.
Man. Now they're gonna kill us.
Let me see here. Give me 1 second. I just remember that there were 2 of these. Okay, everybody's back in their cells. The number of enemies has been reduced temporarily, though you have heard... Actually, you're all unconscious, so you wouldn't hear anything. When you wake up, you each have 1 health point remaining, and you are all going to roll a Constitution saving throw for another week of torture. This time, you are all tied to the back of the wall in chains. As the ghosts
no.
come into here, you are gagged. Your hands are tied. Your feet are bound.
I guess this time they take my card now.
They have taken your cards.
No.
You take another level of exhaustion, Kamaji. Same for Brillis.
I'm gonna use my Tides of Chaos to reroll that real quick.
Okay. Okay, Brillis, you're okay. Ruin, you are okay.
Let's check on everyone else.
Exhaustion. 1 level of
I'm gonna
exhaustion.
use my luck. Still exhausted.
Still
So I still
exhausted.
exhaust 2.
You don't take any additional, though. You passed your save this time.
Man.
Okay. And Thorolf is okay as well.
Bad.
All right, so we're going to go through this one at a time. Each of you are going to be intimidated by Bobby Joe. Or actually, let's see. Who has my intimidator? Intimidation is which skill, you guys?
Charisma?
It's charisma. Okay, so it will be Bobby Joe. He is going to intimidate all of you. All right, this is on Brillis. Brillis, can you roll a wisdom saving throw? You pass, you resist the torture.
Right, that was the wrong character, though.
Oh, okay.
If anybody has 3 levels of exhaustion, they have to take disadvantage on this.
Okay. The next one is going to be Ruin. Ruin, if you roll a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw. 19.
You pass, you resist. Kamaji, you got to beat a 6.
I fear nothing.
I have disadvantage, though. Ugh.
Wait, do I have disadvantage because exhaust 2?
No, it's 3.
3
for
levels.
saving throws.
Oh, okay.
When it comes time for your torture, you have been beaten, bloodied. There's not much fight in you left. And though he's not so intimidating, really, you know you could take him if you had your weapons and your party behind you. But he has defeated you. You realize that you've got nowhere to turn. The only thing to do now is to give him the information he desires, the location of the artifact. You have to tell me
So do we
one
actually
piece.
know? Like everyone know?
Does everyone know what?
Know the thing he want to know.
Yes.
Yeah,
I
everybody
think
knows.
you know. You can
Maybe not
choose.
Thorol.
You can either tell him the location here, or you take another level of exhaustion to surpass the failed roll.
Uh,
I guess we don't have choice.
what if I tell him that it's on a ship?
Roll a deception check.
It's not. That's not a lie.
Well, in the sense that you're not telling him all the truth, he's trying to pick up on that. So he's going to roll insight to see if he can tell that you're not giving him all the information he needs.
I'll just take another level of exhaustion.
Okay. Thorolf. Wisdom save. Same for you.
Tell you anything you want to know. I don't know anything.
Ooh, that is true. He's going to roll insight on that.
Thorolf was not with us for the Chaldea stuff.
I've heard them talking about devices, but I have no idea what they are. I think they might be in some place called, I don't even know. I think, like, maybe Rig's hut? Maybe Brills' family? I don't know.
He moves on. He's going to go to Rig. Same thing.
Welcome back, I want a hug.
All right.
I'm gonna try my luck. And
Close.
I just missed.
Do you tell him or do you take another level?
I'm gonna take another level.
Okay. He goes to Elman. Same thing. Oh. And he fails. Or sorry. Elman's passes. Okay. That concludes the next week. Now I am going to have you guys are still chained to the back of the walls. The enemy Bobby Joe leaves. This is the night at the end of the last week. You know that tomorrow he's going to return to torture you again to try to extract more information from you. The only things that are present within the cells are the two wraiths, which march back and forth or float back and forth through the hall.
Have we been able to regain any HP or spell slots?
You've not been able to long rest because of how you're chained and your exhaustions and whatnot. You have no extra HP. What are you guys talking about while you're chained up?
I don't think I can talk. I'm just
Oh,
fucking
guys.
dying.
I gonna meditation. I gonna do the meditation. Summon my inner.
Okay.
I don't even know what.
You realize one of the items in the pack was a sending stone. I believe you had one of those. Is that right?
What?
Yeah, we had one. We had one to what's his name?
Elk Hunter?
No, Alir.
Alir. You remember the sending stone and you think maybe perhaps somebody was able to snatch it before and tuck it away somewhere before it
Where?
was returned to the box.
Wait, like what? What you say? What thing? In
So-
where?
In the chest where your items are being held in the prison, there's a sending stone, which you can use to contact Elir in the Cloud Coast. And you're wondering maybe one of the other characters perhaps was able to hide it on their person before they were chained to the wall in their cell.
Yeah, but where is the stuff?
It's in the other room.
Oh. But we are chained. How? We can do nothing here. Or maybe mage hand. Wait, can I cast mage hand?
How will we use the sending stone exactly?
You just hold it in your hand
Just-
and speak into it.
Yep. So, Brillis does have Mage Hand, and Rig actually still can do one
I have
time
mage
step.
hand too.
I think Ruin would be the kind of person who would take something and hide it.
Yeah, but it's kind of too far, right? Mage hand range is 30. It's just too far.
True. Well, Kamaji was the one that went in the box, and so I'm giving Kamaji a chance to retroactively have taken the sending stone and hid it somewhere on his person. But he has to roll a sleight of hand. It's just something you thought of during your meditation.
I feel like I would have like. The only way I would have been able to hide it would be to like, when I was like running to ruin, like I like rolled it out and like it got like lodged, like maybe like in like one of the little crevices or something.
Okay. Roll a sleight of hand check for me to see if you were able to hide it somewhere during the exchange of combat.
I have disadvantage, so 19.
You were. Unfortunately, it tumbled outside of your cell in the crack in the tile. Where is your character?
I only made it to like here.
Yeah. So you believe it rolled maybe into this crevice here.
Right here?
Yep.
Check something real quick. So I can use a distance spell and Mage Hand to get a hand out there to feel around for it.
Okay. Are you doing that?
I mean, if Kamaji says to do it, I will. In order,
I feel like
think
Ruin would be the one to notice, right? You just said that Ruin meditated and noticed it.
Yes. You notice you
Yeah.
hear a sound, but the wraith has just passed it by, and it's moving in a counterclockwise rotation around the room, and you hear a sound coming from the crack of like a very distant voice.
So can I reach it?
You can't reach it. You can't reach it, but you hear it.
I can reach it even if I use mage hand.
If it's within
No,
30
but-
feet.
Brillis can reach it.
Yeah, Brillis.
in order, I can use one of my sorcery points to make it a distance spell there, which doubles the range. So I've actually got 60 feet of range. Alright, here I go there.
The question is how I let them know this.
Well,
right?
you're
Because I'm the only one to.
Yeah, you're meditating, right? You're meditating. You think of the sending stone, then you hear a noise coming from the crack, just as the wraith is passing around counterclockwise. And then you're like, what if the sending stone, what is that noise? And then you make the connection that the sending stone is in the crack between the tiles, possibly. Because you hear Alir Naren's voice.
Alir is that monk dude,
Yep.
right?
He's the monk dude.
Monk god. Okay, you know what? I gonna just like, pretend I'm praying. I'm gonna just pretend I'm praying very loud, like, "Oh, mighty Alir, save us! Use your everything. I'm just yelling his name.
You're
Trying
yelling?
to- Yeah, I'm trying to yelling his name, and I'm not actually yelling. Just let others notice what I'm trying to,
Ah,
Wink, wink.
roll an insight check for everybody else.
Me or
Everyone else is going to roll insight. And you can roll a
performance?
I think
Or-
performance would be the best. Yeah. That's what I was going to
But my
say.
performance sucks. Yeah. My performance sucks.
It's
Brillis is not exhausted yet, so I actually get a full 23 on that.
I'm going to say that you have disadvantage on your insight checks because of Ruin's roll.
Oh my god. Oh no.
Okay, let's see.
But
Did everybody
I
get
gonna
the
argue. I gonna argue.
I'm going
So
to say they still pass because of the rolls are okay. The 15 and the
Nice.
16 are going to be okay. Kamaji and Rig.
But I still gonna argue to make this more make sense because they know Rune never gonna pray to any god, right? Like this doesn't make sense. So they will think like, is she trying to tell us, right?
I see.
I think that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
What does Kamaji and Rig do? They passed.
Rig can get out of his cell, but he's not going to be fast enough to get anything. He could only make it about here. So if he was going to do anything, he'd want to wait.
Okay.
Just seeing if there's anything else I can do.
Nope. I think you're muted, Jeff.
Oops. I have this thing called Arcane Recovery. It lets me regain some spell slots, like a couple of, depending on my wizard level.
Yeah.
Once per day when I finish a short rest. Like, I know we're not able to rest at all for the sake of regaining hit points, but after a certain amount of time, would I be able to use that feature to regain some first level spell slots or no?
Roll a con save. Yes. 10 was what you needed.
Okay. So that lets me regain 2 level 1 or 3 level 1 spell slots,
Okay.
which also allows me to use. Do I have to touch it? Shit. Man. Never mind. That's not going to work.
If you have any way of telling Brillis, it would be very easy for him to get it.
Yeah, I was going to do this thing. It's called illusory script that basically lets me write a hidden message that only people I designate can see.
Oh. That would be good.
Which, you know what I could do? Is there a piece of wood or something
Oh,
around
yeah.
me?
Lots of wood around.
I'm gonna take a piece of wood and do that, with my, kick it up to my hand.
Okay.
Right? Actually, I didn't even actually technically use my hand. I could use my feet. I just have to touch it with something on my body. And then I'm gonna write a message to Brillis. And then, so that's one of my spell slots. And then with the other one, I'm gonna use. Unseen Servant.
Okay.
And I'm gonna have this Unseen Servant. Let's see. I can have him walk He can only go 60 feet away from me. But I'm gonna have him go 60 feet to like right outside of Ruin's cell
Okay.
with the board. And then chuck it. It's like an invisible like force, this servant. Like so he's just like kind of dragging the board. And then he's gonna chuck the board. I'm gonna have him throw the board to right outside of Brillis's cell.
Okay.
Or like yeah. And then I'm also gonna have him chuck like a piece of like another random piece of wood. Once he sees Brillis's attention is on the piece of wood, he's gonna chuck another random piece of wood at the hole.
Okay.
And the message on the piece of wood outside says, "Sending stone in the crevice here."
Oh gosh, there. All right, I'm gonna use my sorcery points to get a distance spell there, and I'm
Okay.
gonna have my my mage hand reach out and grab it and pull it up.
It pulls it up. It's the sending stone. But the voice on the other end of the sending stone gains the attention of the wraiths. Roll initiative.
Only he?
Everybody. We're now at a race against time.
But we are chained.
You are.
Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck.
Let's see. We've got. Where are you, Prince Almonds? They are.
Phyllis got a nat 20.
Nice. Well, we are
The
going to be.
race, they are low HP. That doesn't make sense.
It's permanently damaged.
Oh, why?
They never rest.
Oh, because
They never rest because they're undead. It is Brillis's turn, top of the round. Godspeed to all of you.
All right. So we're just trying to get the stone and communicate with them.
Yep. It's over the crevice right now, right?
Yeah, like the mage hand is holding it.
Okay. So where are you taking the mage hand?
Well, I just have had an interesting thought of something I want to try. I'm just looking at this other spell real quick. Because Brillis would almost trust Kamaji to take the stone more than himself. So I have a ridiculous thing I could do, or I could just bring the mage hand back in and have Brillis use it.
Okay.
I think
Totally up to you.
I know I really want to do the ridiculous thing.
I love how hard this decision is for you.
What's funny is that it's not really like a big decision. It's just, do I use this extra spell to catapult the stone into Kamaji's cell? Or do I just take it? It's not even like a big thing. It's just like, which direction do I want to take this?
I see.
Yeah. Hey there, Kamaji, do you want that stone there?
He's muted.
Lish like shouts out.
Totally up to you.
Okay, there, I guess I'm gonna take it, Hello? It's me, Brillis. We're kind of tied up in this other plane here. Who am I speaking to?
Brillis, is that you? This is Elir. I've been yelling out for you. Where are you? I've much to discuss. We've won the war against the Red Dragons.
Oh,
that's real good news. We're near to death and tied up on this other plane here.
What do you mean you're tied up on this other plane? Which plane are you on?
Yeah, you see, Hey fellas, what plane are we on there?
And that's about 6 seconds right there. So we're going to just move on. Anything else that you want to do as an action?
Let's see, because that technically wasn't the spell, right? Because that didn't count as his action. That was just the
Yeah,
yeah. Okay,
Was
so
the
I
mage
am
hand
going.
his action?
he did that prior though to the combat starting.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
let me just see something here. Oh, I'm within range. I'm going to Chaos Bolt number 2,
Okay,
and we're gonna do this at a 3rd level.
that hits.
26 to hit.
That hits.
And that would be. I have to do it at higher things, so that's 2d8 and 3d6. 23,
That kills it.
and that is force damage. Also, this triggers. I mean, I'm going to use this to make something chaotic happen to regain my Tides of Chaos. And the
'Kay.
chaotic thing is my size increases by 1 size category for the next minute.
Nice. You can actually
Okay.
manually do that on your character. I can also do it for you.
From small to
let's-
medium and now large.
Yeah. So does getting bigger break my chains? Out of curiosity.
Roll strength.
I mean, Rill's is
Uh,
very small.
Actually, you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete that and I'm going to roll something. Yes, the chains are broken.
I'm really much more powerful there, you know.
Wow, that was very serendipitous that happened. Okay, so it's going to go. Anything else?
Well, that's it. He's now just giant holding onto the stone, which is a lot smaller now.
Amazing.
And he killed the wraith.
Rig, you just see Brillis balloon into this giant man. What is going on now? What are you doing? I mean, Rig, excuse me. Did I say Brillis?
Sid Rig.
Okay.
I'd like to say this is the strangest thing that's happened here, but clearly it's not.
Wait, how long is he large forever?
It's just for the next minute, I think. Let me
okay.
double check.
That would have
yeah,
been funny.
Yeah, for a minute. Yeah, so he's just going to be extra big for just a short time.
Okay.
Okay, so Rig, it's his turn.
His turn.
Yeah, he's gonna Gale Bolt the Wraith. He's gonna use his spell, which 2nd level. That is a nat 20.
Nice.
So that is 3d8. And then it was a critical hit, so that is 18. And that was
Underwhelming.
but he gets pushed 10 feet.
Okay, got it.
Yep.
And then it's going to go
That's
to...
Rig's turn.
All right, it's going to go to the Wraith. The Wraith is going to move toward its last attacker and attack you with Life Drain. It misses.
Well, 1 HP and you can't even take me down. Pitiful little wraith.
Kamaji.
I don't know that I can do anything. I guess I'm just gonna yell out as loud as I can. Or better yet, you know what? I'll do this. Never mind, I can't do that. I'm just gonna yell out as loud as I can. We're in the Shadowlands. Help!
Oh, the Shadowlands. Well, why are you in the Shadowlands? Was that Kamaji in the background?
Elder
It
Lich
was Kamaji there. If he knows where we are, it's Kamaji.
we're beneath a statue in the being held in a dungeon by Elder Lich Galmar.
Well, this is not good. Give me a moment. And you can like hear him like running around some room or something. He seems to be like dashing through the door to get somewhere. Thorolf.
Alright, there's not a lot I can do. So maybe if I'm really good, I can hug my chains off. He's gonna paw on his chains. I don't think it will do anything even if he tries, but you can roll for it
Athletics.
if you want.
Athletics. You never know.
And I've got disadvantage.
Oh my god.
Oh no, disadvantage.
He almost breaks them, but he loses strength from all the exhaustion.
I'm just too tired.
Ruin.
Okay. I try to. I want to try to escape the chain. Is
You can-
this sleight of hand or
Athletics.
athletic? Only athletic?
Unless you have some other solution that would justify another roll. Maybe you're trying to use leverage and you want to use acrobatics instead.
What's leverage?
Leverage is like you're using your own weight to position the chains as such so that they might break or bend. Maybe you're like
that
using
sounds-
your weight with like some other kind of, I don't know, maybe there's like the way
Yeah,
that
you know what? I gonna jump like a kung fu master and spin in the air.
acrobatics.
And then, yes.
As you shove off from the wall and try to bend the chains as such to use the leverage to break them, you get thrown right back into the wall.
Bro.
That's it. Almond is going to rage and try to.
Wait, can I use bonus action to do the dodge Asian defense?
Sure, yeah, you can do that.
By the way, do we never rest, so we don't have. I didn't get back my key point, or
You don't get back your key points.
you sure?
I'm
I
sure.
feel like if I meditate,
You sure?
all right.
I think you might want to rethink that one.
It's the top of the round, but I say that we end here for today. We will pick it up next time. You guys are in dire straits here. But so far, you've not given out the information, which is the big thing. So it's good on you. Let's go ahead and pause. All right.
I have 4 levels of exhaustion.
Oh man.
Yeah, I think I have the most.
Gabriellis has none yet.
Thank you to everybody for tuning in. We are going to go ahead and end here for the night. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
I guess I couldn't stand it. Now I finally feel free as we explore this planet. Your help is what I need. Roll the dice and make your move. I've got nothing left to prove. I know that you will have my hand as we navigate the strange land. I know I was feeling trapped. What I needed was liberation. Now I know you got my back as we continue our exploration. Roll the dice and make your move. I've got nothing left to prove. I know that you will have my hand as we navigate the strange land. This strange land.